The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
There's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep for New England. Julian will be able to get to this one. Out comes the New England offense to see. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far.
With the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast prepared for this, and he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now a 1st down throw, complete downfield. All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 65 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Now, Brady gets away with one. Lucky. Could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. To throw is Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Again, it's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Breeze. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Breeze now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Here's Breeze to throw. Completes this one to Meredith. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Breeze. And that one his first incompletion in his last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Breeze to throw again. And Ginn's got it. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Ted Ginn in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints get a bit closer.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. This one taken just inside the 10. Spinning past him. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know,
they've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So we've reached the intermission. And you sure you're ready for the 3rd quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the 2nd half. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Brady gives to Michel. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And it's Michel once again. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And bulldozing through multiple tackles. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go with Michel. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. That throw by Brady incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman, 48 yards. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
So now Brady and the Patriots going for two. From the gun, it's Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Let's go.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been hit.
A breakaway for Michael Thomas. 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 76 yards. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
This one taken from the 7. And now running right through it. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Julian Edelman gets ready to take the field again here on offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that, because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The throw is Brady. Complete to Watson, the tight end. 23 yards, the final tally.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. Bust through the tackle, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, but now it's third down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And that's complete. It's Watson. 27 yards, a big play there on fourth. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
Brady now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target, the tight end, and that'll bring up second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady has a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Breeze now on first down. Again has it complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He gets it to Thomas.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 36. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Brees going to throw. That is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 20-yard line. All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork, I think, really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion, beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him be the great quarterback he is now.
Again, it's Kamara. But he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On third down, here's Kamara. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now they'll throw with Brees. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Throwing again on 2nd down. Brees. Now Brees lost the football. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Brees now on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Wait, 20. Mike, 47.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. 30. Past the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Wait, set. Flag, 20. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Hey, check it.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Has a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman There to make the grab. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not.
Under review.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. He juked him. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
To throw is Breeze. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, but now it'll be 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but up. He's got a man complete. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brady going to look to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't be stopped.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Time for
field goal attempt, partner.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey.